Your persona doesn't fucking matter. Your depth of experience and how you apply that experience to transform your customer is what's important here.
I meant brand. I guess persona was the wrong word.
Okay, but brand is still entirely about you, you selfish fuck. Listen to me very fucking carefully. I'm gonna just give you some direct feedback. What needs to happen here is the accountability for monitoring purchasing approvals, and purchasing needs to be assigned.
Yeah, because there's just
And then the minute you assign that, that person's going to have a huge list of complaints because both of those screens are
a mess.
Polluted.
I've already looked at it. Yeah, it's a mess.
Yeah, it's like the point is, how do we clean up the board?
Yeah.
And not how do we work around it?
No, we don't have to answer that. We need to make somebody accountable. They have to answer that. Let's make someone accountable.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, there is a formula. Let's all now step out of the story, okay? We're done with the story now. I understand. Boo-hoo. It's been hard. Got it. Now we all are clear, because I've shared it with you, that it's been fine the whole time. But the step where someone is accountable to a location where they have to process an incoming request that does exist simply has been unoccupied. So let's make the position occupied.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
I'll see you when you're ready for the next part.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
Okay, we're gonna move now?
Yeah.
Warren, you're ejected. I have a win.
Great.
The explainer video to Hearth and Home.
Do you like the way I made the number appear at the bottom of the screen when you said it?
Our phone number is in the email you just received. Just in case, it's 403-454-5968. Dude,
You didn't watch it,
your
did you?
text selections are like so, like to me, they're a surprise every time. Are you ready, Everett?
Yeah, I'm all set. You want to review focuses, don't you?
No.
No?
No, honestly, I'm irritated by reviewing them every time. I'm feeling that at each of the departmentals, we're failing to make it relevant to the department. So it's like, okay, read them. Just give me some honest feedback. When he goes through these items, tell me which one you're like, yeah, I know what that is.
Separate asset management from support.
Do you know what that means?
Roughly.
Tell me.
Sorry, that's the setup of stuff that goes to clients, right? And support is maintaining what they already have. Is that correct?
Okay. Okay, next one.
Updates support ticket triage include responding, clarification, and expectations.
That is referencing managing our SLA levels. We're trying to respond to tickets and give clients more of an expectation, especially via mic. So that's why it was unpleasant to have them away for so long.
Thumbs up.
Interesting how sometimes I'm totally wrong about things.
That's fair.
Like there's a world here, okay? And then there's a world here in my head. And so I never know like how clearly, and so you're a marker for me in this metaphor for the world.
Of how much osmosis
all
gets
the
through.
people who work here, the culture of my company, whatever the fuck that means, you know, these abstract ideas. You just represent that. So I don't know how much gets over the wall. I'm just saying, I can practice. I know how to do discipline practice, that's for sure. And I like, why not? Like if we were gonna rob a bank, we would practice. Yeah, because it's like, you know, like in the movies. Yeah, and what's that one with Sean Connery and Zeta Jones? With the fucking lasers. It's like an iconic sexualization moment. I'm just saying, the greats practice their craft.
Well, here's another segment. Trying to find parking downtown. There you go. I'm contributing to my quarterly objectives.
Fuck it, let's go this way. Yeah, see, this little Volkswagen could fit.
Oh yeah, okay.
I don't normally parallel park to my left.
And what we're doing here?
Rick Titan has asked me to be an advisor to help him process some questions and explore how he wants to serve the world and in what way he can package those services, I think. I think today is going to be a problem-solving session and that we're going to be digging into some details. No worries, come on in.
Okay.
Thank you. Right, but my question is, I hear you searching for a hero's story, right? You've like, well, I went on this quest, right? And now that quest is done and here I am. But what if the real quest isn't done yet? Like my question is your real hero's journey complete, or are you rushing, or are you looking at one step of it as the story, and are you keeping yourself in a box because you've been told you need a story, so you go into your past and you're like, which is the most relevant story? But there's the whole component of life, which is your story is ongoing. Let me be clear about what's happening here. I was skeptical about how this meeting was going to go the minute I received an email telling me which questions we'd be answering here. And I'll explain that. The quality of your life is based on the quality of the questions you're asking. Everybody on the fucking planet has answers. The key to getting real with Rick is asking Rick the right questions. I run a business building businesses. We've had no conversation about, let's talk about how much money would be an appropriate amount of revenue for Rick's speaking lifestyle, so that we understand what type of production revenue we're going to create in any form of business, service, speaking, intellectual property, or otherwise. Let me tell you, it is tremendously difficult, even with qualified speakers with good histories, good packaged products, and a good message who truly deliver transformative value. They hit marketing and they're like, oh fuck, I have to spend $30,000 to $50,000 to build my infrastructure? Where am I gonna get that from? And it's a fucking false start out of the gate. What if I told you you had to spend 60 hours a week in biz dev for every 10 hours a week you spend in product, being the product? And he's asking you in 5 years, where do you see yourself? The answer to his question isn't, I see myself working 60-hour weeks running the business that fuels my speaking career. You said, I see myself speaking full-time, like you looked out into the world and you saw John DeMartini show up to a room full of fucking people. You know how that happened? There's 35 fucking people in South Africa filling that room for him so he can fucking parachute in there. With the luck that he found an operating partner, Clarissa, an operating partner is key to this, who's willing to run that infrastructure when it became time for him to be the product and the product only. There's a lot of stages to that, and you're not going to go from $0 in speaking revenue to $450,000 in speaking revenue overnight. So then the next question would be, what would you need to do over 3 to 5 years to build a basis upon which you could build a speaking business, and are you patient enough to fucking do that?
Yeah.
And if you are, this meeting has to take a wholly different trajectory.
Yeah.
Right? Like, these are really functional things.
You deserve a high five on that one, Alex, because the truth of the matter is, I think too many of us see these full rooms and assume that it's going to go like that.
But what is he gonna sell?
Right?
What's
And
he
that's the
gonna
key.
sell?
We got to figure out what he's going to sell.
Yeah.
That's authentically him. Right?
So can I tell you? Can I give you your answer? You're gonna sell a 90-day transformative program. Write this down, step by step. I'll give you the formula. I guarantee it'll work as long as you can sell it, as long as it's actually valuable.
Are you thinking like what Nima's doing?
Straight up. Because we've taken a client from 0 to $500,000 American in revenue in less than a year, from scratch, self-finance, no outside investment, because we're selling a high-ticket, programmatic transformation product. Nobody wants perpetual coaching. Nobody wants it, because that means I'm fucked forever. I want to solve today's problem. I want a clear result. You have to have a programmatic approach to solving a problem. Like, listen, if you want to solve problems in life, you have to fucking get beyond yourself.
Yeah.
You realize this entire conversation is, who am I? What's my message? What am I doing in
irrelevant.
life? It doesn't fucking matter. The question is, how do you solve someone's problem?
Yeah.
Right? Point A to B. You have to determine how you can serve people. Who can I create the most value for? What transformation can I enable and activate in people that's most inspiring to me? You have to bring the conversation back to the people you're serving. Problem number one here, we need a cash register before we have a website. And then that means you have to have something to run through your cash register that you believe in, that you want to sell. And as long as Rick Titan is selling Rick Titan, we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah.
Rick Titan needs a product. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Well, yeah, it's fucking rush hour, isn't it?
Yeah.
I should start editing.